I would say I was probably pretty naive to the whole process. I looked at a few schools more on the East Coast. Decision came down to deciding between Denison and then George Mason University, which was a Division I program. I wasn't very focused on division level though. I was more focused on where I thought I'd be able to drop the time I wanted to drop and improve and just kind of have that coach relationship, have the team relationship I wanted to have. So there's always kind of a give and take, I feel like, with the academics, but academics always came first, so that was always so helpful to know. We could go to our coaches, we could work out a plan, figure something out that was going to work a little bit better for us. Freshman year was a little bit of an adjustment, but I think after I got the gist of really being on a team that's there for each other and really learning how to reassess where you're at or readjust goals, I was able to really kind of set myself up for sophomore, junior, senior year where I could not just swim fast at one point of the year, but really be able to achieve the goals I had throughout the whole season. My sophomore year, the first time we won a relay, we were on the 200 medley relay, and it was actually a pretty close finish with our big rivals, Kenyon College. And then junior year, we're obviously defending champs in that relay, and so we were kind of gung-ho about defending that title. So that was the year that we broke the national record in the 200 medley relay. And we had a really strong group on that relay that, we were probably the strongest in each of our events. Coach carried that over into the 400 medley relay, and we're able to win and break the national record there, which I don't think we expected. We knew it'd be close, but it's kind of icing on the cake with that as well too. And the final event, the 400 free relay, that's the last event on the very last day of the meet, and so there's always so much hype around it, always so much excitement. And I don't think we definitely didn't expect breaking the national record there, or we knew we could compete and possibly win the event. I was third in the relay, and I knew that the girl behind me, Kristen, who was anchoring, she was our best sprinter on the team, and I knew that she was a competitor. She would bring it home as long as I kept it close. And I think when we touched the wall, it was probably the most exciting, point of the meet. It was a final moment of the meet, and that was, it was over. But, it was a great way to end the meet that year. Be proactive, never hesitate to reach out is probably the biggest thing that I talk about with athletes. Of course, there's a ton that goes into the recruiting process, but you can never go wrong with reaching out and also asking questions to utilize that coach as a resource so you can kind of get that inside scoop on that school academically, athletically, socially, campus life, because they're going to have some of the best information for you. So I think the two big things I talk about with athletes is never being afraid to reach out, so being proactive and just asking a lot of questions.